Hello, hello. Here we are. It is a surprise. It's not Wednesday, just in case you were confused. It is Tuesday, but we just had to share this with you guys. And so we had to add in an extra day, and you guys are not going to be disappointed once you see what we have going on. A couple minutes late than normal. Of course, today, as I'm going live, my computer decides it's going to shut down. So, we got to just roll with the punches. But we're here. We're excited to share with you a brand new crochet along with a fabulous designer that I'm excited to get to share with you. Before we do that, as everybody kind of comes in, say hello, where you're from, I wanted to show you guys this real quick. This is what I worked on over the weekend. Hopefully I don't knock her over. This is using one ball of our array yarn. And then what I did is I just added 2 rows of Tough Puff right here on the edge to kind of give it a little bit more of a length to it. And it makes this really beautiful like bib scarf, whatever you want to call it. And then there's a button on the back to hold it together right in between the holes. But look at how beautiful that array yarn really works up. That's what we were talking about last week. It's the yarn that's right up here in these hanks. So definitely go check that out. We'll make sure we get a link in there as well for you to go check it out. So, oh, hello, Chris. Hi, Margaret. Great to see you guys. It's always wonderful to have you here. I'm glad you found us today, even though it's not our normal time. We're here because we want to share with you the launching, well, it's not a launch. I guess it's the announcing of a brand new crochet along. It launches in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. But you can start getting involved now. You can start getting your supplies and getting yourself ready because you are not going to want to miss out on this. So I have a special guest, the designer behind all of this. Her name is Miroslava, and you probably know her work because she's been in a lot of our collections so far. We absolutely love what she makes for us. And so we're so excited to get to partner with her on this crochet along. So let's bring her in. Hold on. Hi, Miroslava.
Hi, Katelyn. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. We should say that you're halfway across the globe from where we are. You're in a different continent, so we're working on different time zones, and we're so excited we can make this work out. Oh my gosh, Chris is saying she's from Sacramento, California, and she was just saying that it was 116 degrees a few days ago, and now it's in the 60s. Oh my gosh, that is a huge change. You're going to love this crochet along for this kind of weather. It's going to be the perfect layering that you can throw on. We are so excited to have this to share with you. Okay, so Miroslava, before we jump into the crochet along, maybe you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, when you got started in crochet and got started in designing. We'd just love to know a little bit more about you and get to share about you. So when did you
Sure.
start crocheting?
Sure. So I started crocheting about, I would say, 8 years ago. So I had long commutes to work, which were about 2 hours each way. So I just needed to keep busy, and then I was expecting my first baby, my son, and I thought, let's make him something. And the crochet blanket was the obvious choice. So as I was crocheting on the underground granny squares, because everyone starts with granny squares, right? So that's how I got into crochet. And then after a few years, I realized I never really actually followed any pattern. So I was just making up things as I was going along. So that's how I started designing.
That is wonderful. That's not that everybody's the same, but it is a very similar story that people start making things and they're like, oh, I'm not following a pattern, so I guess I'm designing. Let's just start doing this. And it's this really great journey. And I love how, you were using your time wisely. That's a very long commute. My commute is from downstairs to upstairs because I work in my house. So. But at least you had time to be able to do something with your hands then. And yes, granny squares are a wonderful place to start for a lot of people. So that is so awesome. So about 8 years that you've been doing this, and I guess you've been working with us from the beginning and doing part of our collections and everything else. And we've just loved it so, so much. Chris says, I crocheted on long commutes to work as well right after I learned, but it was many years ago. But yeah, on your commute is a perfect time to be able to do it. So long as you're not the driver, let's just clear that up right
Yes.
away. Please don't do it. Um, but yeah, so okay, so we're gonna give a spoiler that this crochet along is for Tunisian crochet. Would you say that's now your favorite type of crochet, or you kind of enjoy both, or what kind of got you into Tunisian?
Okay, so Tunisian crochet. I think 99% of crocheters nowadays learn Tunisian crochet from Tony, from
Yes,
CL Yarn Craft. So that
yes,
was my journey. Uh, I like to learn from videos. I'm very visual. So I was looking for some new techniques on YouTube, and her videos just kept coming up. And I thought, but that just looks too complicated. I was postponing for a few weeks. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to be scared of something that I can just do. So I just dived right in, and that's it. The rest is history. You know, I love crochet, but Tunisian crochet is just the love of my life, I would say.
yes.
So and it take from there, you know, I started with blankets, and then I got into garments. So, and I get really lots of inspiration from things around me, and my mind always goes to Tunisian crochet first before it goes to traditional crochet. So
Yeah.
that's how it is with me. If I see a call from WeCrochet, the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm just going to design something in Tunisian crochet, you know.
Yes. So I just put the link in there too for a collection we put out earlier this year. It's called Expanding Horizons. It's all Tunisian, and Miroslava has a pattern in there. So you can go and check it out. You can buy the patterns individually, or you can go ahead and grab the full ebook if you're interested, and you'll be able to continue your skills after you start learning with this crochet along. So let's talk about the crochet along. So you are working on the Sydney shawl. Do you have it with you?
I've started making another
Yeah.
sample for the video tutorial. So I've got the beautiful little beginning. So that's
So
how we start.
let me share my screen real quick if I can get this to work. We were just practicing and then it was like, Sydney Shaw. Okay. I want to share this with you guys. So this is the beautiful, beautiful shawl that you're going to be making in this crochet along. It's all different patterns, or excuse me, all different stitch patterns in here that you can learn, and you can go through it. I'll put this link in here. So this is what our website looks like, where you can go and buy the pattern. So during the crochet along, the only place you can buy the pattern is over on the WeCrochet website. And then after the crochet along finishes up, you'll be able to purchase it in other locations. But this is what the finished shawl is going to look like. It is a beautiful, stunning piece. It's a nice large shawl that you can really use to cover yourself up and everything else. And it is just absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. We love it so much. So it does come in 3 colors. Do you want to talk about what yarn you used for this shawl?
Yes, so for the sample that I'm making now, and the one which I already sent, I used the straw fingering. So I've got the yarn here as well in 3 colors. And I just love how soft it is. So it's really nice to wear it next to skin, you know. So each section is done in different color. So we start from the beginning with the easiest stitches and the stitch pattern, and then we progress to the next color through section of color work. So the crochets will learn not just basic stitches and the basic techniques, increasing, decreasing, but also a little bit more advanced techniques, which you would not normally learn with beginner friendly pattern. So we'll go through cables, we'll go through lace, we'll go through 2 types of color work. So at the end of the show, you will really master the basics and the intermediate level Tunisian crochet skills.
Yeah, so it's truly a sampler. So if you haven't done it before, this is a great opportunity to get started, because you end up with a beautiful project, but there's so many things along the way that you're learning. Margaret has a question. She says she is a Tunisian crochet virgin. Are there beginner, are these, is this pattern beginner friendly, and are there video tutorials with it? So can you tell us a little bit about how that's going to work?
Yeah, sure. So the actual pattern, I would grade it as intermediate to advanced. However, because we are going through it as a crochet along week by week, and we are going to progress from the easiest section to the more advanced sections, and I will be providing video tutorials as well, which are step-by-step video tutorials. And we will also have a Facebook group where we'll all get together. We can exchange the tips and tricks. And if you get stuck or with something on the pattern, I will be there to provide the pattern support as well. So even though you've never done Tunisian crochet, I would say just go for it, because you will go from the very beginning, from the very early stages up to the more advanced techniques. So it's definitely something that you can tackle even though you've never done any Tunisian crochet before.
Yeah, and I also want to call out that we have put together a couple kits that you guys can go ahead and purchase from. Let me pull this screen up. And so what we did is we are kind of taking care of you guys here. So we figured that there might be some people who haven't done Tunisian crochet before. So let's just kind of get you all hooked up here. And so, oh no, wait, I went and I started on the wrong color, didn't I? Sorry guys, give me just a second. This is where I was screwing all of this up earlier, so I think we got it here. Okay, so the color that you're seeing here in front of you, this is the color that the sample that we were looking at in the photos was made in. So you can get this exact same color as what you were seeing in the 3 colors. And then each kit is gonna come with the 3 balls or 3 hanks of yarn. You're gonna get the Tunisian crochet hook that you need for the pattern, and you're getting a bonus cable, because you need a longer cable than what comes in our traditional interchangeable hook. So you're getting everything that you need in the kit minus the pattern. So you have to buy the pattern separate, and then you can go and buy the kit. So we have this one here that is the colors of the sample. We have this option here, which is a green, the eucalyptus color. We have the nice dark purple, and we've got a light gray. So you're getting that really nice pop of purple in your project. And so again, you can play around with what order these colors go in, but you need the 3 different hanks to do it. If you decide to not go with a kit, that's fine too. You could do all 1 color if you really wanted to, or you could even add more colors in if you'd like. So this one is our blue version with a very light gray and then 2 shades of blue here. And then our 4th kit, we pulled in a green version, very kind of monochromatic. You're not going to see as many differences here as you work it, unless you're putting the light gray into the middle between the 2 greens. But it's kind of going to give you a really nice fade right through there with that color. So you'll be able to go ahead and get those kits over on our website. I put the link in there to the Sydney Shawl, so you can grab the pattern, you can grab the kits. And after today or later this afternoon, there's also going to be a landing page, which we'll share over on social media, that you can sign up for email notifications. Because can you tell us when this is going to start? When's the first week that we're getting started here?
Yeah, so we are starting on the 3rd of October, which is on Monday. And we will release the next section every week. So for the next 6 weeks, we will just work together to make the show.
Perfect. So what'll happen is if you sign up for the emails for this particular crochet along, you will get an email every Monday morning saying, hey, the new section is out, go check it out. If you've purchased the pattern, you will go back into your account, re-download the pattern, and you will have the new section of the pattern there to follow along with everything that you're going to need. So you definitely want to sign up for the email reminders, and you want to grab your pattern now, because if you purchase now, you're going to get just 1 page of a PDF that has all the details. It has all the supplies you're going to need. And then on October 3rd, it'll get updated with section number 1 so you can get started. Okay, so we just answered the question of what yarn do we need. So there's a question from Megan. What is the difference between regular crochet versus Tunisian crochet? Can you give us a little bit on what the difference is, or the different tools and things?
Sure. So with the traditional crochet, you usually have only 1 stitch on your hook at any time. While with the Tunisian crochet, you add loops or stitches on the hook as you work the forward pass, and then you work those loops off the hook as you work your return pass. So as you can imagine, if your row is very wide, for example, for blanket or at the last section of the shawl, you will have lots of stitches. So your traditional hook would not be enough to hold all of those stitches or loops. That's why we have extensions. Like in knitting, you have those needles that connect those 2 needles together, so you can make larger projects. So in Tunisian crochet also, you will have a cable attached to your crochet hook.
Exactly. And so in the kit, if you get the kit, there's going to be just one hook in it that is the size that's required for the pattern. We also have full sets that you can get every crochet hook like you would in a normal size, but it has the end of it just like a circular knitting needle, like an interchangeable set. That's the exact same principle as it is with Tunisian, that you're going to add your cable to your hook. You can get a fixed one that would just be like a straight knitting needle or things like that. But having the cables really helps you because you can make bigger projects. And there's all different cable sizes. And that's why you're getting the bonus cable in your kit because the one that comes with the hook is not quite big enough for what you're going to need at the widest part of your shawl. So that's the reasoning behind the kit, or excuse me, the hook and the bonus cable in your kit. So here's another question. Chris says, I have a lot of fingering yarn. Could I use different colors like a scrappy project? Like, is that still going to turn out showing off the stitches, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think you would, especially if you select colors which are a little bit contrasting for the sections which are color work sections. So that's a few rows. So even if you don't have a lot of the contrasting color, you can still just kind of save it for your color work, because that really kind of pops and it really elevates the project where you work the color work over, I think it's about 7 rows. So you can do that as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so then there's a question from Margaret. I'm not exactly sure what this is, so fill us in again because it looks like the words kind of got cut off. It was asking, can we change all yarns into the same color in the kit or not? That's part one of the question. So the kits are predefined in those colors. So there's 4 kits. The ones that I just showed you, those are the colors you're going to get. If you don't like those colors or you want something else, when you go, here, let me share this again. When you go to the pattern itself, let's see here. When you go to, I don't want that one. When you go here to buy the pattern itself, if you scroll down, you can go here to this kit builder and you can kind of drag and drop whatever colors you would like for your project. And then you can also order that way to get exactly the colors that you want. So if you don't like the kits that we put together, you can still get the exact colors that you want and it'll work out. The second part of her question is, what was the Facebook group called for the CAL? Is that open yet, or do we have to wait until the 3rd?
Yeah, so that's not open yet, and it will be, the link will be added to the pattern. So once you get the first section of the pattern, you will have the link to the Facebook group there, and then we started from the week 1.
Perfect. So go get your pattern now. You'll download just a 1-page PDF with all the supplies that you need. And then on the 3rd, we'll be updating a new PDF and we'll send out an email if you're on that list so that you know to go update it again. And that's when you'll get the link for the Facebook group that you can go and join. So you have to purchase the pattern to be able to know what that Facebook group is. So wonderful. Okay. So they can go ahead now, get the pattern, get the 1-page PDF. They can grab their yarn, grab their hooks, grab everything that they're going to need. We said the pattern the crochet along starts on the 3rd of October. How many weeks is this project?
So it's 6 weeks. So first 3 weeks we take it really easy, because I kind of counted in the fact that some of the crocheters might be total beginners. So the first 3 weeks are really kind of going easy. We just learn the basic stitches and the basic color work. And then from week 4, it's going to be just tiny little bit more intensive, where we're going to go through 2 sections each week. But by then, most of the crocheters, most of you will be pros at the basics. So we just, yeah. So first 3 weeks, a little bit easier. And the last 3 weeks, we are just going to go full speed on it.
Great. And so what happens if we sign up for the crochet along, we grab the pattern, we get everything ready, we get through the first couple of weeks, and then something happens? Are the videos still going to be available when the crochet along is over, or do they go away at the end of the crochet along? Just so people know what kind of pace they have to set for themselves.
Oh yeah, sure. No, the videos, they will be available, I would say forever. I
Right.
mean, for as long as the platform is online. But no, I'm not going to be taking down the video tutorials, also because even if someone buys the pattern at a later point, it might still take 6 weeks, but they will be working on their week 4, 5 beyond the schedule. So they will be still benefiting from the video tutorials.
Awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to just put another link over here in the chat for everybody. This is a link to Miroslava's website, so you can get all the full details. You can see a bunch of extra photos. You'll see the exact sections that are coming up every week, so you can really understand what's going on, and you'll see all of those details. And so if they have any questions before the crochet along starts, where's the best way to get them answered?
Okay, so I've got my email address on my website. So I provide any pattern support via the email. So if you've got any extra questions, you're not sure about anything, or if you really get stuck on something with the pattern, you can just send me an email and I should be able to reply.
Wonderful. And then once the crochet along starts, you guys will have the Facebook group that you guys can interact with each other and with Miroslava. Megan, which link is not working? Let me know. Maybe the one that I just put in there. No, that one works for me. Let me know what link isn't working and we'll get it updated for you so that you can have that as well. So yeah, guys, I am so excited for this crochet along and for all of you to hopefully join in all the fun and learn something new. I know Tunisian can sometimes seem scary, but it really isn't. Oh, the kit link. We will get you an updated kit link to throw in there as well to make sure we get those kits going. We'll work on that and make sure it gets in there. Thanks for letting me know, Megan. But yeah, we're so excited about this because it's such a great way to learn a new technique in slow bite-sized pieces. You know, you look at a lot of Tunisian projects and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so big. How am I going to accomplish this? And here you get to work with other people. You get to ask questions along the way. You really get to learn the technique so that you can go off and do a whole lot of other projects. So we are so excited, and thank you for working with us and trusting us to be a partner with you on this crochet along. We're excited, and we hope everybody else is as well.
Thank you, Katelyn.
Yeah. All right. Let me just see if there's any other questions. It looks like we got them all, and we'll make sure those links get updated. They'll also be in the description box of everything. So we'll have it there. If you're watching the replay, you'll have all the links and everything that you need. What you need to know right now is to head over and purchase your pattern now so that you can be involved in it. We are going to also get you the links to the kits that we have put together so you can purchase one of those pre-made kits, or you can use the kit builder at the bottom of the landing page for the pattern if you want different colors. And we will be getting out the email sign-up form as well today, this afternoon. So keep an eye out for that so you can sign up for the email notifications as well. I think that's everything about the CAL. Is there anything we forgot?
I think we did one thing. We forgot to mention that we will have also a giveaway at the end of the we'll have a giveaway at the end of the call. So if you sign up, there will be 2 lucky winners of a coupon to buy something with WeCrochet. So then you can make yourself something beautiful, and you will get rewarded for all your hard work as well.
Yes, yes. So please make sure you sign up and you're joining in on the fun. And yeah, we're so looking forward to this. I can't wait to see what everybody makes and the colors that they're putting together. I'm excited. I hope everybody else is excited. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And to everybody watching, we'll be back tomorrow for our regular scheduled time as well. So thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a great day. Bye.